Hello everyone. Mountains are one of the most important ecosystems of the planet. They anchor the crust of the earth and ensure that life survives here. Also, they harbor by themselves a huge variety of life. Therefore, mountains are very important to be conserved. The world celebrates the 11th of December as International Mountain Day. In this video, we're going to be looking at how and why we celebrate mountains. #Mountains Matter. International Mountain Day 2021. The theme of this year's International Mountain Day, or IMD, on 11th of December, will be Sustainable Mountain Tourism. International Mountain Day. International Mountain Day is celebrated annually to promote awareness for mountain communities around the globe. December the 11th was officially declared as International Mountain Day by the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 57/245 in December 2002. The Mountain Partnership under the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, also known as FAO-UN, is the United Nations voluntary alliance to work together for mountain people and environments. 3 mountain targets among 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals are dedicated to the promotion of sustainable development for mountain communities. Why do mountains matter? Regardless of where we live, mountains play an integral role in the daily lives of much of the world population. Much of the world's usable freshwater supply originates from mountain areas. Mountainous ecosystems additionally host a variety of climates, ranging from rainforests to high-altitude deserts. According to the FAO-UN, more than 90% of the world's mountain dwellers live in developing countries, including 634 million people living in rural areas where the vast majority live below the poverty line, and more than 1 in 2 face food insecurity. Modern challenges such as climate change and migration make their situation even worse. Sustainable mountain tourism. Sustainable tourism in mountains can contribute to creating additional and alternative livelihood options and promoting poverty alleviation, social inclusion, as well as landscape and biodiversity conservation. It's a way to preserve the natural, cultural, and spiritual heritage, to promote local crafts and high-value products, and celebrate many traditional practices such as local festivals. Mountain tourism attracts around 15 to 20% of global tourism. Tourism, however, is one of these sectors most affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Mountains and water. Covering around 27% of the Earth's land surface, mountains play a critical role in moving the world towards sustainable economic growth. Mountains provide up to 60 to 80% of the world's freshwater, without which sustainable development that aims to eliminate poverty and hunger would not be possible. Freshwater from mountains is fundamental for achieving global food security, as it is used by farmers to irrigate crops in many lowland agricultural regions. Some of the world's largest cities, including New York, Rio de Janeiro, Nairobi, Tokyo, and Melbourne, are dependent on freshwater from mountains. Mountains and energy. Mountains have a key role to play in providing renewable energy, especially through hydropower, solar power, wind power, and biogas. Hydropower currently provides around a fifth of all electricity worldwide, and some countries rely almost exclusively on mountain regions for hydropower generation. Mountains in regions with a dry or tropical climate hold particular potential for the generation of solar energy. Mountains and food. Mountains contribute to food and nutrition security by providing land for crops, grazing for livestock, watercourses for inland fisheries, and non-wood forest products such as berries, mushrooms, and honey. Mountain farming has been a model for sustainable development for centuries and is inherently green, thanks to its small-scale character and low carbon footprint. Of the 20 plant species that supply 80% of the world's food, 6 originated and have been diversified in mountains: maize, potatoes, barley, sorghum, tomatoes, and apples. Mountain biodiversity. Mountains loom large in some of the world's most spectacular landscapes. Their unique topography, compressed climate zones, and isolation have created the conditions for a wide spectrum of life forms. Mountains host about half of the world's biodiversity hotspots and 30% of all key biodiversity areas. Mountains are home to many endangered species. Many of the world's most important crops and livestock species originate in mountains. High-value foods and beverages produced in mountain areas, such as coffee, honey, herbs and spices, as well as handicrafts, cosmetics, and medicines. Natural jewels we should treasure. Mountains are home to 15% of the world's population and host about half of the world's biodiversity hotspots. They provide fresh water for everyday life to half of humanity. Their conservation is a key factor for sustainable development and is part of Goal 15 of the SDGs. Unfortunately, mountains are under threat from climate change and overexploitation. As the global climate continues to warm, mountain people, some of the world's poorest, face even greater struggles to survive. The rising temperatures also mean that mountain glaciers are melting at unprecedented rates, affecting freshwater supplies downstream for millions of people. This problem affects us all. We must reduce our carbon footprint and take care of these natural treasures. The increasing attention to the importance of mountains led the UN to declare 2002 as the International UN Year of Mountains. The first International Day was celebrated for the first time the following year, 2003. And that is all about International Mountain Day and why we should take the initiative to conserve mountains. To know more about the provider, Blitz Audios, please visit our website www.youtube.com/c/brainblitzaudios to learn more. Until the next episode, take care, stay safe, bye-bye for now.